Leads aren't slipping away because you didn't respond. They're slipping away because you didn't respond fast enough. Studies show that responding to a new lead within minutes drastically increases your chances of converting them. In this video, I'll show you how to set up a system using relay.app that instantly sends a professional reply and uses AI to draft a personalized follow-up, so you or your team can review it, tweak it, and hit send. Check it out. Welcome back. I'm Zach from InterDev Solutions. We help businesses streamline their processes using custom no-code tools so you can focus on what matters most. To learn more, you can visit our website, interdevsolutions.com, or use the link in the description below. In this video, we will automatically respond to new inquiries or new leads that reach out via email or through a Contact Us form. If you do not have an account already, you can create one for free in relay.app. There's a link in the description below to get started. So to get into it here, I have a new workflow, just titled it New Lead Auto Responder. Basically what we're going to do here is there's a few ways to handle this, but usually companies will have some sort of form, whether it's on their website or elsewhere, that allows a contact or a person to reach out and inquire about some sort of product or service or other information. Depending on the tool that you use, there may be a direct integration. You might be able to send a webhook response, but for the average user or specifically new users, you can get started really easily. If you do have a form like Fillout or something else that integrates natively with Relay, it is really easy to get started. Once you come in, create a new workflow, you can come in here and add trigger, and you can search through the list of apps. The other option is if you just happen to receive new leads via email because you have your email address on the website and it's just something like info or inquiries at your domain or URL, you could use that as well. So in this video, I am going to be using the method is I'm receiving an email from a user. When they send me an email, maybe to my info at email address, it can automatically go to my new leads, or I can have some sort of filter or rule within my Outlook or Gmail account that automatically puts it there. There's a few ways to set up this initial trigger part. Probably the best way to do it to ensure that it's someone reaching us via our Contact Us form is simply to use a Contact Us form, because then we know that it's probably a new lead reaching out and not just someone sending us an email about something else. But anyway, in this video, I am going to use Gmail and I just have a testing label set up, but imagine we have a new leads or new Contact Us form label, or if you're using Outlook, folder set up, and anything that gets put into this folder or label will trigger the relay.app workflow. What we're going to do here is click add trigger. I'm just going to search up Gmail because that's my email provider. Outlook would work too, and you'll need to connect to Gmail or Outlook. It will walk you through the process for the first time that you are making that integration. Next thing that you need to do is come into here, and when an email is received, and I'm just going to select only trigger for the first email in the conversation. And then from here, I can add in a filter. So I actually want to use a label filter, and I can select the testing label that I have set it here. And now you can see that it's found that email that I've sent to myself from another email address. There's other options and filters as well. You could add in to make sure that it is being received to your info at address or whatever your email is. It could contain something in the subject. For example, if the Contact Us form from your website automatically is set up to send you an email, but it just includes the contact form, you could basically set up that filter to look for emails that have that subject of contact form or whatever it includes. The next step, what I want to do is I want to instantly respond to let the client or the person, the new lead reaching out, that we did receive their email. There's a lot of data and a lot of statistics out there. You want to respond within the first few minutes, probably within the first 15 minutes, and that increases your chance of converting leads. As soon as it extends beyond that 15 minutes, the percentage decreases over time. If we can, as soon as we receive that email, respond just to let them know that we received it and that we will get back to them soon, that's a good starting point. But the next piece of that is it's really nice to be able to add some sort of personal touch as well. The way that we're going to set this up is we're going to immediately send back just a generic email, giving a little bit of information and being able to set an expectation. You'll see what that looks like in a minute. Then we're going to use an AI step that looks at the original email and just does a brief summary, provides that to us in a draft reply, and then it's going to send us a notification to be able to review that draft to make sure it looks good, or we can add additional context to be able to provide that kind of personalized response. I'll walk through it all. It will make more sense in the end, but the next thing that I want to do is send an email reply. I'll go Gmail. I'll go down here to reply. And again, this is not creating the draft. This is automatically replying. So it sends that email back immediately. So we'll go into email, select the email that we received. We'll send as, in this case, I'm just going to send it as my info@ email address because that's what they're sending it to. On this, I'll just leave it reply to sender and all recipients. No problem there. And then we can add in the body. Now I've already written one and we just want to extract the first name from the email. We'll go to the from address and then we'll just select first name. And now it can just say, hi, first name. Thanks for getting in touch with us. We've received your message and we'll review it shortly. And then this is where we're going to set that expectation. We're just going to say you can expect a response during business hours between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern time. That way it's set the expectation. If it's outside of those hours, they may not get a response back immediately until the business has opened. Next step that we want to do is run that AI step. We'll go into the AI model. We're going to click prompt any model. I'm just going to toggle this auto generate off in this case, and I'm just going to select text. And then we can use any of these models. They're pretty good. Anthropic's Claude 3.7 is good. 4.1's not bad either. I'm sure you could use Gemini. You can go through and test those on your own. I'm just going to go over to 3.7. I find that it does a pretty good job. And honestly, for this simple use case, you could probably go with something even simpler and cheaper. And again, I already have a prompt written, so I'm just going to paste it in here. It's just going to say you're going to receive a client inquiry, review and analyze it carefully. It's just outlining the task, the instructions, and then the format that I want. Basically what I want it to do is review the email that I originally received or the contact us form that I originally received, and then be able to just provide a brief summary to include in the follow-up email. And this gives us a review phase so that we can, as a human, review the email to see if it's something that we can actually help with or not. What we want to do is paste in this instruction or this prompt, and then we want to provide it with data from the previous step. We're actually going to go to step 1 and we'll go select specific field from step 1 and we'll pass in the body so that it has context to be able to provide this LLM model or the AI model with context of what we're doing. Should a person review the AI output? Generally, it's a good idea. In this case, we're not, because we're going to create a draft reply. So that's fine. I can just hit done. Next step, we are going to go to Gmail again as a connected app, down to the create draft reply. I'll include my signature. The email we're responding to is number 1. And then I can just paste in the body of the text that I want to send or the email that I want to send. And again, we're just going to grab the first name of the original sender. In this case, we're just saying, thanks for your inquiry. I've had a chance to review it. Love to schedule a quick call to learn more. You can book a call here and we can provide our individual scheduling link. And then down at the bottom, we're just going to provide a summary of their needs. And this, again, is the part that's a little bit more personalized. If you want to look up the specific customer and get more information that way, you can do that with some additional action steps, but we're trying to keep it really simple. So we're going to go to the AI output and just select AI output, and we are good to go. In this step, we are going to create a draft reply that will leave us the option to go in and make edits if needed. We can hit done. And the last step here is human in the loop. I just want to get approval to continue the run. There's a few ways to do this. You could just add in a Slack integration, send yourself a notification that way. But I'm just going to come in here, to this get approval to run, send it to myself, and the message is just going to be review draft email. And I'm going to pass in the draft email URL so that we can open it up. If you want, you can set a due date and send yourself reminders. I'm just going to disable that for now. I'll hit done. And this is the inquiry email that we've received. And we're going to run through this relay.app workflow and automation. So now I'm just going to create the test run. We'll start the run and it instantly will send that initial reply. The reason I've broken it up here is because if it's a weekend or if it's after hours, or if we're busy on a call for a few hours, at least they get an initial response immediately. And then it gives us a little bit of time to be able to review their specific needs. Now we can see the automatic response did go out based off of the inputs that we gave it. And I did receive a Slack notification when I select that URL. It's now opening up the email in line here and I can review it. It's got the text as we had it previously written up, and then it's added in the summary of the needs based off of that original inquiry email. Now we can review it, make changes here if needed. If we want to add any additional context to make it more personalized, we can do that. Otherwise, we come in here, click send, and it's sent. Now we can see this time it was sent from me specifically. And if we had added additional text to it or personalize it even further, that can happen all in line too. That's it for this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more tutorials in the future.